I met a Gypsy.
I mean, dude, we didn't really have that much, so it was kind of easy. Like, we packed our whole life up and was gone with just under 2 months, waiting for the house to sell.
What sparked that? The offer from the team the first time over there?
Yeah, and it was Bud Kawasaki had reached out or told us at the event, like, hey, we want you to come and race, and then come back home, stoked, like, podiumed. Actually, Maxime Renault and Conrad Muse were first and second in the 125 class, and I was on a bone stock Yami 125. So that was sick. And Dad got a phone call from a French dude. Hey, it was Gail Lucetti. Yeah, I'm such and such. I want to talk to you about your boys coming to Europe. I'm Factory Kawasaki. Dad's like, oh, yeah, thinking it's the same guy.
Yeah.
And Dad's like, talking, said some things, and he's like, no, I'm Factory Kawasaki. And Dad's like, what do you, like, we spoke at the event. Like, what do you mean? I thought you were just Bud. And he goes, no, like, Factory. And Dad goes, who are your riders? And he's like, Jody Tixier, Dylan Ferrandis, and Thomas Covington. And he's like, oh, so you're a Factory? Yes. This is what I tell you.
Yeah.
And
why didn't you say so?
Yeah. And then Dad's like, oh, crap. Okay. Like, sure enough, a couple of days later, calling, here's an offer. And he's like, well, look, I have another son. Like, I don't want to split the family up. Okay, no problem. Jet was he won the 65 Junior World Championship, like 5 Australian titles.
Yeah.
I call you back, dude, 2 days later. Okay, we take them both. And that was that. And I'm like, sick. So can I go, like, it was like a Friday. I'm like, can I go Monday? And, like, obviously they're like, whoa, like, pump the brakes. We need, like, a contract to sign it and stuff like this. Yeah. Oh, I was sold, dude. Like, I was just like, this is incredible. Like, sick. And it was actually from Ben Townley.
No way.
BT. Never had met BT in our life before then. And he reached out to JJ and Gail Lucetti and were like, hey, you need to look at this kid, Hunter. He was just there on a stock Yamaha. Don't know how, why, or for what reason. Like, we still are, like, great relationship with Josh Coppins. I've been to his place, trained with him.
Yeah.
With Jay Wilson. That was another guy. I forgot earlier, Jay Wilson.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe Josh had said something to Ben. I don't know. But
I didn't know that Ben had anything to do with that.
Yeah.
Have you been following Levi and Jagger?
Yeah. I text with Ben, like, that's awesome, a lot now.
I was going to say, Ben probably needs you at the moment. He probably needs you, and he probably needs the conversations about Europe. Because he's trying to trying to follow the footsteps,
Suzuki, even on Cowie, when we first got there, he was there with Suzuki World MXGP.
Yep,
we'd seen him at the track and, like, hey, how you doing? And then when we signed with Suzuki in 2017, he was definitely a lot more, like, I don't want to say in my ear, but a lot more forthcoming on, like, hey, try this. Like, I used to run my levers like Matt Moss. Mossy, like, to the sky, like, stronger, longer, get back.
So retarded.
And
so retarded,
I loved it. I can't ride a bike without this. And obviously not knowing
just no clutch
why
drills,
I would need
basically.
to change that. BT, he hops on my bike one day at a track without me seeing it, and Dad's watching him, and he 8mm T-bar, brings him down, level, down. And he tells Dad, he just goes, tell him to shut up and ride it. And I come out, dude, what the heck? Dude, who's touching my bars? Like, I knew Ben because he'd already given me crap about it earlier. I'm like, dude, stop messing with my bike. And Dad's like, go ride it. And I'm just like, all right, I'll ride it. And
never went back.
Yeah, never went back.
That's one of the secrets of Dazzy.
Yeah.
Is he'll listen to the right people.
Yeah. And I mean, we've listened to the wrong people as well.
Well,
we're guilty of that too, So,
but there is that approach though.
Yeah.
That if you are the kind of person that will listen to, you can't. Ben Townley is an example of the right person to listen to, right?
If Ben Townley's there telling us, taking time out of his day, he's in his gear, he's going to do his motos as well. If he's sitting on my bike, setting up my levers, it's obviously for a very important reason. One that maybe I don't understand now, but I'll be thankful for in the future.
Yeah.
Which, check, it is. Like, stuff like that. And even if it was wrong, that was one thing Dad always said. Anything he would tell us on the bike, he would say, or talk to us like, hey, what do you think about this? He says, I don't know. Like, I'm seeing this. Try it. Test it out. Prove me wrong. Like, if you try it and it is wrong, tell me. Like, there's nothing wrong in that. Tell me why it's wrong. What's this? Like, we're both learning. And I think that approach to everything in life is good, you know? Just try it. What have you got to lose? Dude, it's for a 15, 20-minute warm-up before your motos. Go try it.
Yeah.
Ride the warm-up, and if it's that unrideable, you cannot physically do it, we can change it back.
Yeah.
But maybe you need to break the muscle habit because of X, Y, Z that you can't foresee right now. But in a year's time, you'll understand and go, damn, I'm glad that I formed this habit because now it allows me to do this.
Yeah. I always say, you know where a no gets you.
Yeah.
Nowhere. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Ben's finding out how tough the Europe thing is. Loving it.
It's tough,
but
bro.
It's a grind, dude.
I told him, or maybe I didn't. Maybe I just thought it in my head, but I didn't actually say it. Like, I look back and some of the greatest times in my life were in the shit there.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Oh, 100%, bro.
There was days it sucked. And you're like, what am I doing? Like, what the heck? Like, but, dude, I look back and I go, makes for great stories now. Makes for great reasons to give the young fellas shit at our farm when they're complaining about something. You know, back in my day, this one, and they hate it, but I could care less. I think it's funny. Dude, it's just,
It's one of the things I learned. So my whole 2010, 2018, first stint in America, got it all wrong. the whole, got it all wrong. Yep. Did a ton of really cool shit, like, but pretty much just fucked it all up.
Okay.
You know, like, looking back, I learned so much. But if I rewound now and I redid everything as like this person, completely different. Would have been a different story, right?
Yeah.
But you have to go through that to get to this. You know,
the best lessons are the ones you learn yourself. When someone tells you, when dad tells you, hey, don't do this, and you're like, yeah, whatever, dad. Like, what would you know, bro? Like,
go, you write it.
Like, yeah, you're good. Or just other crap, whatever it is. Like, dude, whatever. Like, I know what I'm doing. And then you proceed to fall on your face and you're like, I know he's going to tell, I told you so. That sticks in your head and you're like, I'll never make that mistake again because you fall flat on your face, but you got to learn.
100%.
Got to learn.
But one of the biggest things that I did learn in that period, right? All the shit, like the struggling and in the shit, is all exactly what you said. It's all the stuff that I now remember and like built a character. Like, there were times, bro, when I lived here and I had no food, no electricity, and no water. And I worked for myself.
Yeah.
So I'm just in an apartment with 2 fucking dogs.
Can't feed yourself, can't feed the dogs.
Literally eating noodles, dude.
Yeah.
Just straight 2-minute noodles and just waiting for people to send me invoice, like to pay an invoice.
Pay an invoice.
And then I'd go, few grand in the account, bang, 3 grand. Perfect. Pay the bills, then I'd buy some food, waiting for the next one. And it's just like those times were what it just gave me, like, it gave me so much in a way, you know. But then I'd go on shoots and I would just, it'd be a suffer fest.
Yeah.
I'm like, performance anxiety. Am I even good enough to do this job? Fuck, I'm going to fuck up every shot that I do. Did I get the shots? Is the hard drive going to crash? Like, you're just dealing with all of this anxiety and doubt and just not knowing, like imposter syndrome in a way too, you know? And then you'd get on a plane and then you'd fly back to California and you'd be like, oh, that was actually fun. Like the suffer, like all the bad shit.
Once it's all said and done, you're like, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
I'm sure racing feels like that. At times.
Yeah, yes and no. Not really. Everything else feels like, there was times like earlier in my career, sure, it did a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, for us, like, it was the other stuff, the other bonehead stuff that we would do, or like other things kind of just out of your control and just like, yeah, it is what it is. Like, dude, I remember one thing, we first get over there, right? And the team, like how the teams work over there, they only have so many allocated testing days. And when I went over, I was EMX 250. So my teammates were Dylan Ferrandis and Petr Petrov, MX2, factory MX2, right? So I only had like 2 or 3 allocated test days for my whole preseason. And
plenty,
we're down,
eh?
Yeah. And we're down in the bottom of south of France. And Dylan is one of the wildest dudes I've ever seen at a competitive level. One of the only guys at that time that could beat Hurlings on his day. And he's going for the MX2 world title. And he's doing freestyle tricks around this track, like catwalks, Supermans, like lazy boys, knack-knacks. And I'm just, and like loose, just...
Not giving a fuck.
It's all good, bro. Like, yeah, why not? Like, why wouldn't I do this? It's fun, bro. I'm a dirt bike rider. And, you know, Dickies, shorts, Etnies shoes, that vibe.
Yeah.
Just wanted to be in California. Like, that's my envision on Dylan. And he's teaching me, yeah, bro, knack-knack's so easy, bro. And I'm like, you know, waiting for the end of the week so I can test. It's been a long time. We want to fix the bike, get it better. Bored. The idling brain is a dangerous thing for a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's learn knack-knack. Sick. Track, south of France, like concrete. He's teaching me, I'm taking the leg over. Yeah, like this is, it's cool. Like, you know, and he's, yeah, bro, this is like big tabletop step down into like this big finish line straight. Yeah, bro, it's way easier because the bike, you turn a little bit and lock the bars. And then when you want to bring your leg back over, like the bars are locked so you can bring it in. Yeah, sick. Hey, come ride with me, bro. And dude, he goes off the thing, sickest knack-knack. Dude, this guy's so cool. Like, this guy's so badass.
Yeah.
Dude, I go off, leg out, go to bring it back, clip the rear fender, just down, absolutely pole drive myself into concrete. So south of France.
Oh, yeah.
No, track hasn't been prepped for 6 months maybe. I don't know. Dude, my knee is it's hurting so bad. And I'm there and Dad walks over. I'm on the ground and I'm just like, I'm an idiot. And he goes, yep, you're a fucking idiot. Dude, I can't walk. I had my knee was so swollen. Like, I couldn't walk for like 2 days, couldn't ride, missed my 3 days of testing.
Oh.
Gotta wait. Dude, like, all we're here to do is race a dirt bike. And like, this is a vital key into preparing for the season. I screwed up.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.